Hey guys, it's John here again. Right, this is inspired by Tim Line. Tim, if you're watching, Happy New Year, mate. I just watched your video for your take on 2020 for the music and that. I'm just going to do stuff that I bought that was from 2020, obviously last year. And I'm going to do some of the things I bought in 2020. There was a lot of things I bought in 2020. A lot of things were stuff that I bought from charity shops, cheap CDs, cheap cassettes, cheap vinyl. We had our record fair at the, what was it now? End of November, I think it was. Can't remember the date now. 21st or something like that, I think it was. And yes, I didn't really pick up a huge amount from there, but I did sell quite a bit of my vinyl that I don't even listen to anymore. Stuff that's things like Genesis and a lot of prog bands from the 70s that I don't listen to, and some 80s stuff that I don't listen to anymore, pop things and stuff like that. There was a couple of rock things that I sold that I don't really are not into, and if it might be something that I only have one album and I'm not really fussed about buying the rest of their catalogue on vinyl, where I might have it all on CD. But yeah, and also I'm going to show the things that I bought in 2020 that were new. I will show some things that I bought from 2019 that took, obviously I left for a while till I bought them. Things that were got me through 2020. Do you know what I mean? I'm sure there's albums out there that you guys have listened to that have got you through this terrible time. Obviously, here in Guernsey, I only had 10 weeks of lockdown, being stuck at home, and then I was back to work. And we are living as normal here. We're the only place in the British Isles that is not in any lockdown. Us, Guernsey, Alderney and Sark and Herm are the only places in the British Isles. And then what else? I'm going to show, obviously I'm not going to show everything I got, like I said before. I'm going to show some of the things quickly that I got as VCLT from Jim Davies at the end of last year. There was literally a lot of stuff I picked up last year, but most of it is like CD wise, and which I got from charity shops. So let's start with just a few of the highlights and what I was listening to. 2020 was a year that I spent most of my time listening to this guy, and this is not what anybody else on who watches my channel really listen to. There's a few people that's about it, and it's Chris Rea. I listened to a lot of his stuff. This CD came out a few months ago. This is his 1978 to 84 era 1 CD with all loads of like rare stuff on it, and I've shown that in a video a few months ago. And yeah, that's the Rarities CD, Era 1. So I'm assuming he's going to bring out probably a couple more of those. But yeah, well worth the money. Loads of songs on there. So, and like demos and stuff like that. Old stuff and extended versions of things. Some stuff that was B-sides of singles. That was cost me about around the £9 something for that, for 3 CDs, which was a bargain. One of the other things that I picked up 2020 wise was the show that I went to in 2018, and that's the Hysteria at the O2, and that was yeah, came out, I think this come out earlier this year. It's been a while since I put this on, so yeah, so there's some DL stuff, and that was a reasonably priced CD pack. I got the Blu-ray as well at the same time. I did not buy the one with Los Angeles on it. This is the show I went to. This is all I was interested in. I should get the other one at some point. What else? Right. So 2020, obviously listened to Chris Rea. I've been listening to a lot of older Def Leppard. I've listened to a lot of Marillion, and I've been listening to a lot of Whitesnake. What else did I get? Oh, and Dio. Dio has been one of the main ones. Dio and Rainbow. So the Dio era of Rainbow I listened to a lot over the summer. Dio I've listened to a hell of a lot over the last 8 months. Just sticking all my favourite songs from Rainbow, Black Sabbath, Dio solo stuff. I didn't include anything from Elf, but I put most of those songs onto my iPod, and that's all I've played most of 2020. That's been a good pick-me-up type thing. And what else? So one of the albums I got when we were doing the record fair this year, this was off of my mate Wayne, and I managed to swap an album and got this The Fish, Vigil in the Wilderness, in a wilderness of mirrors, should I say. So yeah, I got that record off of him. That's Fish's 1990, his first solo album after leaving Marillion. We had we also had a record store day, didn't we? Actually, I'll show you that first. What's the other one? I got that one. That was the Hysteria live. So that was the one on vinyl at the O2. So I'll take that out the sleeve, really. So yeah, that's what I showed you before, but on vinyl. I got that. So that's the show I went to at the O2. So awesome. So that was a 2020 release. Record Store Day. The only thing I bought for Record Store Day in 2020 was Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Def Leppard's 29th of March 2019 show they did, but that was came out in 2020, that one. And guess what, I still not opened it, so I'm going to leave it in the shrink. I don't know if I really want to open that. I'm going to leave it in there to keep it protected for now. Jim Davies was kind enough to send me 3 vinyl, and he sent me some CDs. Haven't pulled the CDs out. I'm going to show you the 3 vinyl he sent me. One of them was Mirrorball on double vinyl. I think it is. Is it double or triple? It is a triple. So yeah, Mirrorball. And obviously they turned up. Some got they got slightly damaged, but still very kind of Jim to send me that stuff. We got Deep Purple's later album from 2020, and that was called Whoosh. I still not opened that one yet, and I'm going to open that one in a video. For forgot I even put it away and forgot all about it. So I'm going to open that. And the other record he sent me was, which I still got to open as well, is Bon Jovi's Keep the Faith. And obviously I showed these in other videos. Thank you, Jim, again for that. 2020, I was a bit late to the party with getting this. This came out in 2019. This was one of my Christmas gifts. My main Christmas gift from Michelle, and is The Early Years by Def Leppard. Fantastic. I have been thoroughly enjoying that. That is awesome. Highly recommend that if you can get that for about 40 quid, 40 to 50 pounds. I don't know what it is in dollars, but yeah, absolutely well worth it. Don't want to pay the 80 quid that it was originally, but awesome. The other thing Def Leppard related that I got was, which I showed not so long back, I ordered this for a Christmas present for myself because it was quite cheap. It was worked out about £11 for me. Down and Out, so Joe Elliott's side project, Down and Out. This is How We Roll. I had it on CD last year, I think, or maybe the beginning of this year. I can't remember. Sorry, beginning of 2020. But yeah, got this in 2020. This one for Christmas. Before, well, yeah, middle of December, I think. But yeah, awesome. And it's got, I think, a great song on there, Goodbye Mr. Jones. Oh, sorry, Good Night Mr. Jones, which is Joe Elliott's tribute to David Bowie, who unfortunately died 5 years ago today. That's if I get my video uploaded. But today, at the moment, it is the 10th of January, so yeah. The other thing that 2020's been, it's been very much a Whitesnake year for me. I was a bit late to the party getting a couple of box sets, and also we've had the brilliant editions of the Rock album, the Love album, and pretty soon, don't know the date now, we're going to have the Blues album. But yeah, we have been lucky enough to have 2 CDs at the moment from Whitesnake with remixed songs, remastered, and old stuff. Not really old, but you know, most of the stuff is from, like, we'll slide it in onwards, and what's on there? So that the stuff on this one is from 87 onwards. And there is one from his solo album Into the Light on there. The Rock album had from Slide It In onwards. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the Blues album. These are really good. I really have enjoyed those. So those are both from 2020. The Rock album was the first one to be released. Can't remember the date. The other things, obviously, Whitesnake, that have got me through this awful year. Well, awful last year, and this year is going to be awful for a lot of people anyway, 2021. And it is not started great for a lot of people, but here in Guernsey, perfectly fine. No deaths, so awesome. So the first one I got was Whitesnake's Slide It In. Obviously, this came out in 2019, I think. Yes, but I was a bit late. I got it in 2020. Absolutely amazing. Loads of songs on there. These box sets by Whitesnake are just awesome. There's so much on there. Well worth the money. Far superior than some of the Def Leppard box sets, and so much for the collector. They really have I'm really pleased with that. That is probably some of the best things I've bought lately have been these Whitesnake box sets. And there's the other one I got, which is Slip of the Tongue. that came out last year, 2019, to celebrate the 30th anniversary. And yeah, again, I listened to this in the summer, and it was just, pretty cool. I was chuffed to bits listening to this. It got me through a lot of the when we were in lockdown, and I'd go out with my earphones on with this and just listening to the songs, and just, it was awesome. Just got me by a lot, and a lot of like things that were going wrong last year, I would put this on and just take me away from crap that was going on in my life. So those are like my, definitely the best things that have come out of 2019, to be quite honest, for me, and all the best things I bought last year, actually. And the other thing is obviously the release of this bad boy, AC/DC's Power Up. And yes, a lot of people have been saying this is such a great album. I haven't listened to all of it yet, but I've got to put it on and just see. I know quite a few of the songs already, listened to them a few times, but yeah, from what I've heard, a lot of people have given this high ratings. Let me know what you think of it. Let me know what you think of all the ones I showed. Things that I've bought that I didn't really like last year, 2020. I think that would probably be, what did I buy that I wasn't really that keen on? I think it might be a couple of the CDs that I picked up in the charity shop. Well, I picked them up for just to give them a whirl, but I just can't think what ones they were now. I've got a couple down there. There's a few CDs. I got Pat Benatar's Tropico album on CD at the charity shop cheap. There's only a couple of songs in there I like. The rest of the album's not brilliant. I like most of her other stuff, but that's probably a disappointment. But I knew it weren't that great anyway, so some people will like it. I find it too poppy. But yeah, that's probably my highlights that I got 2020. So yeah, thanks Tim Line for giving a bit of inspiration to do that video. I'm sure other people have done videos, but I've watched Tim's, and yeah, it'd be great to hear from you, mate, as well. Cheers, keep rocking and keep listening to whatever it is you're listening to, and yeah, let's just hope 2021 gets better. So I suppose Trump getting kicked out, well, being a wanker and getting soon out in his ear, that's probably the best thing that's going to happen in 2021. See you later.